Just try not to click too much while you're.
Try not to click too much. Okay, well, we're already started. Episode 19.
Oh,
Go,
hey,
speed round.
episode 19. Try not to click too much.
I I had to click. I had to go through the articles. Come on, remember we're doing a live podcast here, and it's on the live stream
Wait, so this is live?
with the live people, and you're live too, if you didn't know it.
I'm alive?
All right, so yeah, it's been a while since we did the last episode. Honestly, I was playing Battlefield 4. We'll get into how much Infidel enjoyed that game later on.
Oh my god.
Um, I honestly, surprisingly, I know you guys are gonna be surprised. I don't have a lot to talk about. I mean, we'll talk about the beta, obviously. I only have a few articles compared to my usual, I guess, collection.
Yeah.
And then,
At
of
least we
course,
don't have to listen to you talking about Xbox for the next
yeah.
like hour and a half.
I'm also really tired, which is why we didn't do the podcast like 2 days ago, because I probably would have fallen asleep. Hopefully, I don't fall asleep right now. So, let's
If it
get.
does, you'll have to listen to only me, and we all know how that's gonna happen.
Yeah. So, do you want to talk about Battlefield 4 first, or
Yeah,
what do we
let's
do?
open up the Battlefield.
Okay, so just to recap, the beta, the exclusive beta went live. What was it? September?
October 2nd.
No, that was a public one.
No. No.
You sure? You sure?
Actually, I think it was October. It was either October 1st or 2nd, and the
Okay, whatever. Basically, the first week of October, last week of September is when the exclusive and open beta started at some point. Man, I don't know where to start actually. This is the first beta, first of all, that I actually participate in, and I had a little notepad of everything that I was noticing in the beta. I mean, I don't know why I did that all of a sudden for this game, especially, but I think it's because Dice has convinced me that they are listening, especially this time around with Battlefield 4. They've shown it. I mean, I've literally, I told Infidel numerous times that I've literally spoken to Dice employees like right through Reddit, private messaging and stuff, and they're asking me what I think about specific things, and I was responding to them. I was like, oh, I actually have it written down, so let me copy and paste that. But
yeah.
so yeah, I had like a huge notepad of the beta. The beta itself was, well, first of all, I played it on Xbox 360 the same day that it came out on the PC, and wow,
Hang on a second.
that what happened?
October 1st. Bam.
Okay, yeah, you could Google stuff. I can't because I'm like, we have the white screen of death right now on the live stream until we go into the specific articles that we're gonna cover. So it's like we're talking from heaven or something.
Oh.
Yeah, we need the Halo music that we were trying to imitate the other day. Anyway, so whatever. Long story short, I knew this going into the beta, the exclusive beta, is that the build on the PC was older than what they're working on right now, and probably the final product already. And then the Xbox 360 one, I knew was also old, but wow, they were using like the alpha version of the game on the Xbox 360. I don't know if it was the same thing for PS3, but the game looked bad. So that didn't last very long. I played like one match on the Xbox 360 with a couple of other people, Base from Hell, and then what was it, Seveloth or Lockmar.
Me.
And oh, you were there?
Yeah, I was there.
Honestly,
Well, thanks for remembering me, Alec. Jeez.
I honestly didn't remember. But anyway, it was just terrible. I mean, you agree, right? Like it just looked so bad. I mean, I
It
found
looked
it
really
hilarious.
Except I didn't see it on PC. I didn't play it on PC. And we'll get into that. We'll get
Yeah,
very
well-
into that.
So yeah, basically I didn't even play the entire 2 or 3 weeks that the beta was available. It all closed down on every platform on October 15th, which was actually 3 days ago on Tuesday. Wait, Tuesday or Monday? That was Tuesday. I don't know.
Time.
Today's Friday. Yeah, Tuesday. So lost. But yeah, I didn't play most of it because, of course, it's a beta and you're playing the same map over and over again. The game looked great. Obviously, there was definitely bugs and glitches. I guess it was useful that I had my notepad with me. But overall, the game is great. I mean, it's going to be really good. They in the beta, these were things that I was wondering, before the beta was going to release, if they were going to include all the guns that were available in the game, like they were doing in E3 and all that, and that was not the case at all. You still had to unlock the guns. Um,
Alec also thought that the beta was going to go on from October 1st until the
yeah,
game
literally the game comes
released
out.
because he's stupid like that.
I mean, it would have been nice because, like I just said, I mean, it was earlier builds of the game, so why not? They could have done that.
Uh huh.
Just have people playing. Even though I guess it would have been an issue, like to transfer the servers and all that, and it probably would have glitched out. Like people playing the beta would have been able to like play the full game or something. Something like that probably would have happened. I wouldn't doubt it. But
Can I rant?
yeah, you can rant now. Go ahead, your turn.
Okay. That's story time. Story time.
Oh, you're literally gonna rant. I know what you're gonna talk about now.
Yeah.
So about Infidel playing the PC version. Go ahead.
Yep. So, October 1st comes around. The exclusive beta is out. So I'm like, oh yeah, I want to play it on PC, but I can't because I don't have like Battlefield 3 Premium or anything on PC. Or like Medal of Honor or anything. There's no reason I would have the exclusive beta on PC. So I'm like, oh well, I can just sneak into the exclusive beta by getting Battlefield 3 Premium. So I go buy Battlefield 3 Premium for 27 bucks. I paid 27 bucks for Battlefield 3 Premium. I don't need this. I have fun playing Battlefield 3 anyway. I have Premium on Xbox. I'm doing it specifically for the Battlefield 3 beta. So, I download it. I download it, and go to Origin. Hey, look, there's the exclusive beta.
Mind you, I'm supporting.
Shut up.
Wait, I'm supporting Infidel this whole time. I mean, we're talking on TeamSpeak, and I'm like, yeah, go for it,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
That sounds like a great idea.
The entire time, Alex, oh yeah, you should do that. We'll have some awesome, fun times on the beta. I go to Origin. What do you know? Beta's right there. I can download it. I go to download it. Okay, and I'm downloading. It takes an hour to download. I'm done downloading it. I go to launch it. I'm sorry. This game, this beta is only for 64-bit platforms.
Yeah. So long story short,
Listen,
Infidel paid $40 to be in the beta 3 days earlier, and he doesn't have a 64-bit PC.
yeah. Meanwhile, Alec over here is saying, "Oh yeah, it's gonna be great. Oh yeah, right. 64-bit only."
Yeah, at that time, I've told Infidel I wish I would have, I knew that, and I'm sure I've even mentioned it in the podcast, probably even in the last episode, because they had only announced it recently that it would only be 64-bit because they wanted to test more powerful platforms and all the different like hardware stuff that people have nowadays, and so
which I'd just like to point out that I think that's incredibly retarded.
yeah, a lot of people were saying
they
that
can test
you're
it.
not alone.
They can test it while having 32-bit guys out there too.
Yeah, just like if it was a full game,
Yeah.
basically. But yeah, I mean, Infidel got shafted because I didn't notice at that time. I was just super excited that he was gonna be able to sneak into the beta and all that, and he'd have Battlefield 3 Premium anyway, which he didn't have before. So he paid $40 as a donation to DICE, I guess.
Well, on a good note, Battlefield 3 Premium is still a great deal. I've been supporting it since it came out. So now I have a bunch of DLC. I'll never play Battlefield 3.
Okay, so let's go. I mean, I don't have anything specific to talk about the beta. Do you have anything particularly you wanted to say, point out?
Nothing really I want to point out about the beta. I mean, I played it on Xbox. It was entertaining, but I didn't play it too much because the Xbox version looked horrible and it had small groups of players. Like they got the console limitation on it.
Yeah, the whole 12 versus 12 is the maximum.
Yeah, and my setup for playing Xbox isn't the best, so like I can't really see what I'm doing. I don't have HDMI on my TV because I just got a new Xbox, all that stuff. There's nothing real specific to point out, but I would like to say that I'm impressed by what they put into it and how they made it different from Battlefield 3. I can't wait to start playing it for real. I like the unlock system and all that.
Now, what do you think I'll ask you this question because I've actually not heard what you think about this, and maybe you don't even know like what they really will contain. But what do you think about the whole battle pack system that they're adding into the game?
I think it's pretty cool. I think it's a good idea. I just have an issue with it that that there's certain things you can only get from a battle pack, like certain sites and stuff. I don't like that. I don't like that you have to rely on something on basically rely on chance to get something that you really want.
Okay.
But I like the idea of pretty much having a raffle.
I'm glad you're mentioning that because that's actually an article that was just posted today. You know, they're doing this whole the road to battlefield thing. They've been doing it for a good amount of weeks now, at least a handful of weeks. And they release it every Friday, and it's an article focusing on spectator mode, commander mode, things like that. And so I'm glad you said that because that's what a lot of people are saying about the battle packs, that it's lame because they basically want you to pay for it, or it's either going to be very disappointing once you get a battle pack. For example, I saw someone post on Reddit. Um, I mean, this is as disappointing as it gets, to be honest. It was in the beta, but either way, it obviously could happen in the full game. He got a battle pack, the first one you get at rank 3, and he all he got was experience boost, like in the entire battle pack. So he got like 5 experience boosts. He didn't get one single unlock or anything else. No camos, nothing.
Yeah, it's going to be annoying. I don't like the idea of buying battle packs. I like the idea of unlocking them at level. I like the idea of getting like XP bonuses and stuff, but I do not like the idea of you can only get this site from a battle pack.
Right. Now, there was another article that we're not going to talk about specifically, but it's going to close off like us talking about the beta specifically. Is that a couple of days ago, they ended on Tuesday, they ended the beta, and that same day they posted an article already saying, hey, listen, we know you guys hate these things and all that, and this is actually a list of things we've already fixed that were not in the beta, but they had already been changed for the full game. First of those things is, I'm pretty sure you questioned me about this, Infidel, and you thought it was extremely stupid, which is true. That's what everyone else thought. Is the whole if you laser designated a vehicle, you were able to lock onto it with an RPG or a SMAW.
Yep.
They took that out, so that's good.
Very good.
They literally said, yeah, we took that out because it really was unrealistic, and whoever thought of that was stupid on the team. So the other thing is, they kind of explained, this is something I noticed in the beta too, which is super frustrating that it was happening because, of course, I was in the tank most of the time, and I'm very good at ground to air kills with the tank main gun, taking out choppers and stuff if they decide to fly low enough.
I'd imagine you're about to talk about how the lock-on tone wasn't happening.
Well, yeah, that's the other thing. But the one thing I was talking about right now is I shot maybe 20 different helicopters throughout the beta with the tank, and not a single time did they just explode on impact. It was always, oh, critical damage, oh, helicopter has 1 health, he's just gonna land softly into the ground and survive, and it was just so frustrating. So that was something they addressed in this article also, which was the fact that the way they have balanced it coming from Battlefield 3 is that you'll never one-shot kill a transport helicopter with anything. So the reason for that is obviously if you have a really bad pilot in a transport helicopter and you decide to spawn on there, at least you won't die, out of nowhere every single time just because you spawned in there and you're getting shot by a tank and the guy's flying like super low or trying to land in the middle of the battle. So that won't happen.
Yeah.
But any other helicopter, attack or scout helicopter, will be a one-hit kill with an RPG or a tank or any other type of explosive. So that's the way they balance that out. And then going back, I imagine you were talking about the whole lock-on system, like it wasn't beeping for the RPGs and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I guess technically since the RPGs can't lock on anymore, that's not an issue.
Well, I'm sure it was just a small sound glitch.
Yeah, like I was never laser designated and shot like with a guided missile from a vehicle or like with a Stinger missile. So I don't know if that also didn't produce the incoming missile sound. The lock-on sound was there, but not the incoming missile. So I don't know. But they did mention that, and of course they're probably gonna fix that because that was a big issue in the beta. Okay,
Yeah,
so
I would. I have something else to talk about
okay,
for the beta. Uh, since I can only play console, I'm not kidding. Since I can only play console, I did notice some strange things
okay,
that I think are going to be a big deal. The console is extremely limited in Battlefield 4 by the looks of it. It's going to be like the current gen, obviously,
now do you mean
and
graphics wise or what?
everything wise.
Okay, true, I agree.
Uh, in the map, what was it? Siege of Shanghai.
Yeah,
Yeah, in that map, that's basically the Caspian border of this game.
right.
It's like the major thing. It's in the beta and all that. In console, they only have a scout helicopter, a couple tanks, and a couple MRAPs.
Wow, you know, I didn't notice that the one time that we were playing. There was no attack helicopter on the map.
There is
huh?
no attack. There is no transport. There are no boats.
Yeah, so that's again. I mean, that was there. That's there in Battlefield 3. I mean, uh, hopefully you've noticed. I mean, just not only the size of the maps and all that, but and you have the more capture points, but you always have like some of these maps going into the PC still nowadays. I'm playing on the PC in Battlefield 3, and I got like an AA gun, and it's like, oh, seriously, they threw one of those things into a level like when it's not there in the console version.
Yeah, but that's completely different. Like, Conquest Large in PC, in like, for example, Carg Island, there are AA guns. There are scout helicopters when there aren't in console.
Right.
But that's completely different. That's just like adding things that like because they have the extra space. It's completely different than having such a limitation on console compared to PC. Like, there is no attack helicopter. That's a major thing in a conquest map.
You know, and actually, you do have a point because if you think about it, at least in the beta, you know, during this period, the Shanghai map was the same on the console and PC. It had the same amount of flags at least, and as far as I know, the same combat zone. So with that said, yeah, they definitely it's not the same as Battlefield 3 because you don't have a larger map on the PC, at least in the beta, and so they clearly, I guess they just couldn't fit in the attack choppers and all that on the same map with the same amount of flags and basically the same amount of combat.
Yeah.
Which is, yeah, it doesn't make sense because then they've also already reduced the amount of players, so you would think they'd have more flexibility, like to at least include all the vehicles, but they weren't able to do that. It seems.
Yeah, I'm sure they were able to. They just didn't.
Yeah.
It does. It's not that big of a deal to me, considering I'm only gonna play Battlefield 4 on the PC.
Right.
But I think it's gonna be a big deal for console players.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that also goes back to the thing that we got to remember. It's they were two completely different builds. You know, the PC version to the console one. So maybe that was also a reason. Like they literally didn't care to change the vehicles or anything. They just threw it at us, you know, on the console, and it's like, yeah, we haven't added, you know, the rest of the vehicles that are on the PC version, but you guys are gonna play with this for now.
It's also possible that they will add the attack chopper and stuff into the console for that map for the full game. It might have just not
Yeah,
been
exactly, exactly.
due to the fact that it wasn't stable enough.
Right. Okay, so let's go to the good stuff. So,
GTA 5.
no.
Well, that's the good
Wait,
stuff.
we are supposed to talk about GTA 5, right? I'm pretty sure we said that.
Yeah.
Oh well. Hey, GTA 5 is out. GTA Online is terrible so far because there's a bunch of glitches and things, and they've been patching them, and then they've been screwing people over because people have found like easy ways to make money, and then they took those out, and they haven't added any features, so it's basically free mode, or you could do jobs or race, and that's GTA.
Okay. Well,
No, seriously, everyone hates the game right now. So
I've played pretty much none of it. I've played a little bit of online in random lobbies, but because Alec doesn't like me, I haven't played with him.
but yeah, I mean,
But I gotta say, the game itself is amazing.
yeah, it's a great game. Wait, are you talking about the single player or both modes?
Everything.
Or okay,
The
yeah,
game is just amazing.
I agree. They did a
Because
great
that's
job with
what
the
it is.
online thing, but it's just like, I mean, come on, like even, you know, everyone online is basically saying, you know, it's a beta and the way they approach the online thing and what was the point of the extra week, you know, when GTA 5 came out, like what were they doing?
Well, we all know what that was, right?
What, they were enjoying their $2 billion?
No, the extra week was so people that wanted to do the single player campaign before
Oh, true.
multiplayer could do it without fearing that someone is going to get the jump on them in multiplayer and be like level 5,000 by the time they get done their single player.
That's true. I mean, that's one of the common sense reasons, but whatever. I mean, the reason I'm talking like this about the game is because yes, the single player was amazing. I completed it before GTA Online came out. Luckily, because then I probably wouldn't have completed it even to this day, if not. But yeah, I'm tired of the online mode. Even today, they literally released a patch this morning, and it fixes a bunch of issues that they've still been having. I don't know why it took so long because last week alone, I'm pretty sure they released two patches like back to back almost. So I don't know why it took so long to release this next patch, which was still causing people to lose their cars, their modifications.
I would just like to point out some. I'd like to do a little disclaimer here. Alec loves the game. He just thinks that Rockstar sucks in multiplayer.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. That's exactly what's going on, and I'm not the only person. That's what I'm trying to say. So, long story short, GTA 5 is out. GTA Online is out. Do not get the game just to play online right now. It's not worth it if you're gonna do that, because I know a lot of people do that. For example, Infidel does that. He barely plays the single player of the game.
Yeah.
He just watches it on YouTube.
Yeah. Okay, shut up.
Okay, moving on into the article. So,
No revive after knife.
yeah, you see that, huh? Don't you?
Yeah, I know.
So that's this. Well, going back to the question, this was someone that asked Alan Kurtz on Twitter if a headshot. Wait, will a headshot and knife kill be no? Okay, so he's asking one if a headshot will prevent a revive and if a knife kill will prevent a revive. So the answer was only if you knife someone they cannot be revived. And the reason why that's a game changer is because you could be revived if you get knifed or killed by any other thing in Battlefield 3, and it is a little annoying because it's like, okay, I suppose you just cut your throat open, but you're gonna get revived with defibrillators.
Yeah, well, you can also get hit in the face with a tank shell and get revived.
Hey, you're not supposed to point that out. Come on now. Okay, so next article.
Ruining my immersion.
Let's close that up. What was this? Oh, this was just a quick article. I'm sure I've covered this about the whole one-time transfer thing and all that. You know, if you play on current gen, it's gonna go into next gen, all that fun stuff. I don't even know why I had this saved, to be honest. Moving on. Okay, so one of the Road to Battlefield 4 things that I mentioned earlier, this one was from the week of September 27th. This is every game mode that will be available in Battlefield 4 when it releases. So let's go through that real quick. We got Conquest, Domination, Obliteration, Defuse, Team Deathmatch, Rush, and Squad Deathmatch. Infidel, do you have any comment on these game modes?
Well, I zoned out for a second. Did you say what was it?
Wait, which one? What are you talking about?
Did I hear capture the flag in there anywhere? Or zoned out?
No, there is actually no capture the flag, at least on the
Gasp.
game. Right? You actually just reminded me of that. Like, why is there no capture the flag? But they, like,
You know why? So they can put it in DLCs later.
yeah. I mean, now that I think about it, hopefully it's not a replacement. I still would have preferred capture the flag first instead of obliteration, which obliteration is. Wait, is this a game mode?
Oh, speaking of obliteration, did you play any?
Okay, yeah. So this is the game mode with the bomb, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did play it. I honestly played 2 matches literally on the PC version of the beta. Let me tell you why. Which this is something that a lot of people were complaining about, even in their like feedback posts on like the forums. They're like, why do so many people not know what they're doing in this game mode? Like, change this.
Now, my question is, why do so many people not know what they're doing in the game?
Yeah, I mean that's the issue with the whole open beta thing. I mean it's good because then you have like easy targets to kill.
Do you remember watching back at E3. Do you remember watching the live stream of people playing and how
Um,
bad they were? And you're like, why are these people so
oh,
bad?
right, right. I mean, that's a typical response, though. I mean, it's like, wow, they put this video on YouTube and the guy like dies 20 times and gets one kill. Like, what's entertaining about that?
But everyone that played the alpha build at E3 sucked so bad, and like half the people that played the beta sucked the same, sucked just as bad.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
So whatever. I that's the reason I only played a couple matches of this obliteration because it was like guys were picking up the bomb and it's like, what are you doing? You're trying to hide in a corner. Like this isn't Call of Duty. We're not gonna get 300 kills. It's a timed game mode. Like come on.
Yeah, I did notice watching videos and stuff. I didn't actually play it myself.
Yeah.
You know why? I did notice watching videos and stuff that the it's gonna get annoying. There's gonna be a lot of trolls because the game mode relies on that guy that picks up the bomb.
Yeah.
So if some retard picks up the bomb and doesn't know what he's doing and runs in the wrong direction, for example, I saw a video where it was just a guy running next to the bomb carrier and you can hear him yelling, "Where are you going? You just passed the bomb site." And
Yeah. Yeah. It was just. And you just made me think about something, which this is like a huge issue right now. Like people are complaining about this game mode, they don't even want it. First of all, what I was gonna say is I prefer they would have put capture the flag. Like this needs to be in the game as a standard game mode. Not I would have preferred obliteration as one of the other DLCs, whatever that comes out later, like they did with Battlefield 3. But anyway, people really hate this game mode because they know that even if it's a friendly player, whether he knows what he's doing or not, he's gonna do whatever he wants with the bomb. So he could sit in a corner if he wants to, and then what do? If there's no friendly fire or anything like that, like you gotta make sure the enemy kills him, or a lot of people are suggesting, if you're carrying the bomb, you're only gonna have like 5 minutes to deliver it. If not, you're gonna drop it and you gotta pick it back up again or something like that. Like some type of
Yeah.
system.
I'd imagine the hardcore mode would be extremely popular with that game.
Yeah, probably for that reason.
Yep.
I mean, and at the same time, in that case, you could also have trolls because, let's say, for example, you really want to pick up the bomb or whatever. You're trying to complete an assignment, and I'm being a douchebag, and I pick it up and start laughing at you and all that. You could just shoot me, and then you'll pick up the bomb.
Yeah. Well, there's no way to avoid something bad in that game mode, apparently.
Yeah, they need to do something about it though, because it's just gonna tank, and then people are really gonna be like, "You guys should have just put capture the flag." I mean, this is a bad alternative, which
Yeah.
I hope this isn't their version of some type of evolution to capture the flag, because I prefer capture the flag over obliteration.
And oh god, what was I gonna say? I lose my train of thought listening to you. You suck.
I mean, let's talk about the other game modes. Like, I've played Rush
Yeah,
in Battlefield
yeah, yeah.
3. Are
Wait,
you a fan of it
yeah,
or?
talking here.
Okay.
Infidel's talking here. Okay. And because one good thing came out uh, of my Battlefield 3 Premium thing is that I actually got a taste of Capture the Flag, which I didn't before because I sold my Xbox uh,
Before it came out.
Before Endgame came out.
Right.
So yeah, I think Capture the Flag is pretty good.
It's fun. I mean,
I also did not like Rush myself. It's a pretty iconic game mode, but I don't think it's not really my cup of tea.
yeah, and I just want to point out now that I read this entire article, like the explanation about the different game modes, and of course, if you guys want to take a look at it, it'll be in the show notes. But there are going to be hopefully variations of at least one variation of each of these game modes, because if you played the beta, you would have also noticed that, for example, here it says Conquest, but there's also a Conquest Large that they also kind of didn't say, hey, that's going to be in the beta for PC players, but that was there. So you were able to join a Conquest or a Conquest Large server. I don't know what the difference is, to be honest. I didn't notice anything. Maybe it was just a placeholder. But there's going to be variations like that again, like there are in Battlefield 3, I suppose.
The difference between Conquest and Conquest Large is the player count.
Oh, so there you go. All right, so next.
Wait.
Oh.
I don't understand why they put squad deathmatch in there because I think there's like 4 people in the world that played that Battlefield 3.
Yeah, but honestly, I don't have anything to say about that. Like, I don't know. I mean, they could have just not put it, and maybe with that space put capture the flag. I'm not sure if that would have been possible, but I don't think. Well, the other thing is they're trying to get into the competitive world, but I think because what they've added is this new game mode, which is called Diffuse. Hopefully, you guys that are listening already know how that works. It's basically 5 versus 5, and it's search and destroy pretty much from Call of Duty.
Agreed.
But yeah, I suppose besides Diffuse, as far as competitive Battlefield, it'll be squad deathmatch. If not, I'm not sure. I don't see entire matches of 32 players. I mean, hopefully, because I could imagine the destruction and just a ton of players on each team that are all part of one pro team or something. I mean, I do that with my platoon, but I don't see that turning into an esports thing. They're probably going to keep it small.
Yep.
Okay, so we got the game modes now. Let's talk about the maps. There's going to be 10 maps. When the game releases, they don't really have any pictures. I'm sure there's probably pictures that have leaked on the internet, actually. So we have Seas of Shanghai. We have Parasol Storm. That's the other map they've shown off in E3 and Gamescom. Zavad 311. I don't know why that map is called that. I still wonder that every time I read it. I'm like, oh, okay. Lan Kang Dam, we got Flood Zone. Obviously, that's the map that you've seen many times in the trailers also, which is you destroy some type of dam and it floods the entire city, and then all of a sudden you're riding around in a jet ski through like the city streets and all that. We have Rogue Transmission, Hainan Resort, Dawnbreaker, Operation Locker, and Gold Mud Railway. Also, big announcement that was recently made. I did not save the article because these are things that hopefully I remember during the podcast. On Xbox One, on day one that the console releases, and of course if you have Battlefield 4 on that day, it'll also be available on the day that Xbox One releases. You will be able to play the first DLC for Battlefield 4, which is Second Assault, which is the 4 maps that they're bringing over from Battlefield 3, including Operation Metro. So
and probably Caspian Border.
Yep. So those will be there on day one. I'm excited for that.
Actually, didn't an official list come out? You think?
What's
coming in that Second Assault?
Yeah. I'm sure we covered it in the past episode. I mean, if you want to Google it, you could mention it. It's Operation Metro for sure. Caspian Border is a for sure one.
I think it was Grand Bazaar too.
Yeah, that was the other one, and we're missing one.
Probably Carg Island.
You think so? I don't know. I mean, if you want, you could Google it. I mean, we already know if I type, you're gonna hear my clickety clackety. So, okay. So of course, like usual, someone got their hands on the achievements for Battlefield 4. I'm not gonna talk about them obviously because that would be boring, and I don't want to spoil anything. But basically, it's gonna be 42 achievements. 37 of them are for single player, and 5 of them are multiplayer. The only reason I'm talking about achievements, I know you guys know I'm an achievement whore, is because I decided to look at the multiplayer achievements only so far, and one of them confirms that the 1911 is in fact in the game.
Let me guess, it's so-and-so kills in 1911.
Hey, you're cheating though, you're reading the stream.
I'm not, I can't see the stream.
So yeah, you have to perform 45 kills with the M1911 handgun in multiplayer.
Well, if it's an achievement, there's got to be a special reason to get it.
Oh, I suppose. That's a good point. You probably have to do something.
Oh no! It better not be what I think it is.
What? Another assignment? You mean?
Nah, dude. What if it's a battle pickup?
Oh. Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh man, so it might not technically be in the game, like for your loadout. That's a good point, man. Good one. Yeah, it might be on one of like the city maps or something. You find it in like some room or office, and there you go.
I'll bet it would be in like a game mode such as like something small.
Squad deathmatch.
Like squad deathmatch. Diffuse.
It's instead of having a vehicle in the center of the map, you just have the M1911. So everyone goes after it as soon as it spawns. I mean, that would be funny, to be honest. I mean, I wouldn't mind that. At least on one of the maps, if it's just like a, you know, instead of having a vehicle, it might be like a power weapon or something.
What if like in Siege of Shanghai, in the middle of a bridge, there's like a super tank or something, and once you get close enough, it despawns and there's a 1911.
Wow, that's just trolling. That's almost like Call of Duty Zombies, like how they make things disappear and all that. The other one, of course, is a little tribute to our podcast, hopefully, which is they added an achievement that's called Turn Around. You know,
Oh, good, yeah.
our famous song, and you have to perform 5 dog tag kills in multiplayer, which is, of course, that involves actually pulling off a takedown, and then you pull off the dog tags. That's a dog tag kill, you know.
Oh, I don't know if you guys know this already, but you can't revive people after that.
Yeah, until they get knifed. I feel like we just talked about that, Infidel. I mean, I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
so do I.
Yeah. All right, so last article that I have is the one that released today, which I mentioned earlier, Road to Battlefield 4. This article is definitely worth a read. It actually goes into all the ranks that are available in the game. Infidel, you might like this because I'm pretty sure you've made comments about the ranking system in Battlefield 3.
Great.
Which is, they definitely based the one in Battlefield 4, the ranking system, to the U.S. Marines, according to them. I don't know if you might find something wrong with it.
Yeah, America.
So yeah, basically,
I'll look. Trust me.
basically each rank has how do they explain it here? Is it 5 or
Can you look at
4? Basically, at rank 16 you'll get sergeant, and then at rank 20 you'll get sergeant 5. So that's apparently how the U.S. Marine ranking works. Why are you trying to interrupt me, bro? What do you want?
Link me that? I mean, can you shove your laptop across the room?
Link it. Yeah, we're sitting right next to each other. What are you talking about? I don't know. You're making me click buttons and stuff. Like, why you gotta be lazy? Why can't you just look over here?
Because that's work.
That's work. You gotta drag your chair over. So, I was surprised about this. The highest rank, once again, is Colonel 100. Now, they don't really specify if that's just gonna be 100 levels in total, or if it's gonna be like Battlefield 3 that you basically get to level 45 and then it turns into the Colonel thing. Not to be mistaken with a popcorn kernel. And then from there you start at Colonel 1 and then up to Colonel 100, so it's basically 145 ranks instead. What else? Luckily they put these little like information boxes in this article because, like I said, this article is worth reading, but it's very lengthy. That's what she said.
Where does it say how the ranking works?
Right there under the quick fix and the long journey ahead. Basically, those first 2 paragraphs right above the Colonel 100 thing.
Oh.
Okay, so it does say it here. It is a 100 level system, period. So you go from rank 1 to 100 and you're done. So there you go. Each ribbon is gonna have a medal in this game. There's 45 ribbons, 1 medal for each ribbon, things like that. Most medals are gonna require at least 50 ribbons, and then you'll get the medal version of it. What else? I'm trying to remember what I wanted to talk about here. There's up to 130 different things overall in the game: weapons, vehicles, attachments, things like that you'll be able to earn 100 service stars for. So that's crazy. That just gives you an idea of how many gadgets and things they'll be tracking alone in Battlefield 4. Of course, there's going to be assignments. Another thing that this article goes into is, as you reach the maximum rank in the game, there's going to be assignments and medals and things that you could only get when you're among those ranks. So that's going to be a way to give you specific camos and stuff. That way, if people see you in the battlefield, they're going to notice right away that you're obviously a high rank.
Just like the black camo. Black, yeah.
Oh, the black camo from Battlefield 3, you mean? Yep. I love the fact that they kept the assignments. I just want to point that out. I hope they never get rid of that. I would imagine they wouldn't, but they have.
And I hope they're not all really stupid. I hope we get like weapon assignments and stuff.
Yeah, well, they say here they actually made them multi-tier now. So I guess they're kind of like a tree system, which they kind of did that in Battlefield 3. If you remember, as some of the other DLCs came out, they made
you had to get one before you could get loot.
Right, so they're kind of doing that here, but they're just dividing it among bronze, silver, and gold tiers. So I guess, depending on what you want to unlock, it'll go like that. Rewards include dog tags, vehicle paints, and weapons. Again, we have the field upgrade system here, which is also known as the food bar or the bro bar.
Food bar.
Yeah, get it? Field upgrade
Yeah,
bar.
that's funny. That's funny.
And then it's a reference to like, what is it? Marines, is it? Or no, that's a knife, right? The food bar. I'm so lost. Can you just tell me the answer, if at all?
No. I don't want to now.
I hate you. Okay, so oh man, I read this article and now I'm like blank about it. Oh, so of course, this is similar to Battlefield 3. As you use a weapon more and the gadgets attached to it, you will of course unlock more attachments for that weapon. Infidel, going into the battle packs. Here's your answer to your assumption about having to pay for battle packs, and it's the only way you'll get those items and stuff. There is gonna be battle packs awarded to you based on the rank that you're getting to, and they'll be in set intervals. So for example, in the beta, once you got to rank 3, you got like a bronze battle pack, that'll still be there. So you'll get a ton of battle packs as you're ranking up. You'll be able to unlock battle packs once you get all attachments for a weapon, a specific weapon. If you keep using that weapon, you'll unlock weapon specific battle packs. And what those give you is attachments from the other factions, or your attachments with set camos that you can't otherwise.
So like a Cobra sight for America.
Exactly. Which is the example they give here, right? I guess you saw that.
No.
Oh, because that's what they literally said. So they're like, if you use a specific rifle, you eventually unlock the U.S. red dot sight for it. At the same time, you might earn a battle pack with the Russian red dot sight for that same weapon. So I thought that was awesome. That's definitely something they changed, which is why they mentioned it in this article, because people have been complaining about the battle packs. Not only, hopefully they made some change with that, just getting like XP boost in one single battle pack, that'll be a waste if someone doesn't really want that. But the fact that people think they're just gonna have to pay for battle packs and there's no other way to get them, so they're definitely, like, you don't need to pay for it, according to this article at least, to have anything you want in the game.
Good. So they're making it so you can get everything without paying, but you can get it easier.
Correct.
Without paying.
Of course. Which, yeah, you're right. It is like the shortcut, packs in Battlefield 3.
Which I thought were amazing, by the way.
Yeah. So, for example, did you pay for those, or
Yeah, I got the one.
you got the jet one, right?
Yeah, and the jet one.
Okay, so for example, someone like Infidel, he went and bought the pack. He wasn't required to buy that, which is the same way the.
Wait. What is that supposed to mean? Someone like me?
You're just an example. You're an example. Someone like Infidel, he's an infidel, so he bought a pack. And he wasn't required to. I know he listens to me for like anything else, like buying Battlefield 3 Premium and not being able to play the beta. But he bought the pack just because he wanted to. He wanted to jump into a jet or whatever it may be, and he had all the unlocks, but he wasn't forced to buy it. He just didn't want to, fly a jet for like 30 hours total and finally get all the unlocks for it. So that's the same way the battle packs are going to work. That's basically what they're trying to say here. I'm pretty sure the weapon-specific battle packs are brand new. That's something that they threw into this article kind of like as a hidden announcement. It's actually the one right here that's like all black, and then you have the 3 other ones, which is bronze, silver, and gold battle packs. And then of course, if you play the beta, you know that you could track your assignments or whatever else you want to keep an eye on in your in-game battle log when you're playing, that you're going to unlock. And that's pretty much it. That's all I got. I'm done.
Huh. Is that all you got in general?
Yeah, those are all the articles I had. Are you surprised?
Hey.
You're surprised, huh? You are surprised.
I am surprised.
I bet you everyone's listening. Everyone's gonna be listening to the podcast right now and be like, "Ooh, I can go play now."
Yeah.
Since Alex stopped talking and it's only been like 40 minutes.
No. Alex, stop talking. Let's leave before Infidel starts talking.
Probably.
Because everything I have to say is about like Norma.
Right. See, I bury it. I went into Battlefield a bit, and then GTA, I guess. But yeah, let's keep it going. Come on, go into your Arma stuff, I guess. What do you want to talk about, Willis? I'm actually reading this vote thing here on Battlelog right now.
Well, I don't have much to say, so we just sit here being extremely entertaining.
Wow, you really don't have anything to say either?
I got nothing to
I
say.
mean, I'm not gonna lie. I was hoping this would be a quick podcast because
Yeah. Well, see, I have nothing to say. Armor 3 sucks. I've said everything about Armor 2.
wait, I actually wanna. You did mention in the last episode that Arma 3 was disappointing. Basically, is the word. Um, you do have the full game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you haven't played it at all, huh?
I played it enough to know I don't want to play it.
Wow. Yeah, I know, because I've seen, people streaming and stuff, and they're still playing. These are people even in my own platoon, like some of the leaders and stuff. They're still playing DayZ and just Arma 2, the basic game. And
Yeah,
I know that they
yeah.
have Arma 3 and stuff.
I'm in love with Arma 2. It is my favorite game. I highly recommend it to anyone. It's old, but it's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Now Arma 3, there's nothing in it. There's like, if you compare Arma 2 to Arma 3's like, it's the equivalent of Call of Duty.
Oh, it's that. So, in other words, it's more basic than Arma 2, right?
Yeah, it's a map, it's a dude, it's a gun, it's a vehicle. There's nothing else there.
Oh, okay.
The only thing that like makes it an Arma game is the map is huge and it looks pretty good and it's realistic. I hate that it's set in the future. I hate that they barely put anything in it. They have like 2 vehicles in it. They have a civilian pickup truck. They got a civilian car, and they've got some military vehicles. They got like each faction. The tank is exactly the same.
Yeah, I heard about
that. The chassis is different. You got the American tank and the OPFOR tank. The OPFOR tank has a different chassis, but has the same turret. You got the American AA gun. You got the OPFOR AA gun. Different chassis. Which, by the way, all the chassis for the American tracked vehicles are exactly the same, but they have different like turrets and stuff.
So copy and paste.
Yeah, copy and paste basically. And same with the OPFOR. All the chassis are the same, and the guns, the weapon systems are exactly the same for both factions.
Jesus.
Yeah, it sucks. It's really stupid.
I have a quick question. I'm sure I've asked you this before. Are the developers of Arma 3 the same as Arma 2, or?
Yes.
Oh. Because I was pretty sure, I guess it was only part of the team?
Yeah, there's 2 guys that want you to take pictures of stuff for the game.
Oh, no, that's not what I'm going to go into. I'm talking about, didn't some of the people that developed Arma 2, aren't they the ones making the DayZ standalone game now, or no?
No.
I see what I did there. I'm actually completely wrong.
Yeah, you are completely
Because
wrong.
DayZ is a mod, and then yes, those people are so famous, I guess, or well known for the game that they're making the standalone.
Yeah, and standalone was supposed to be out 2 years ago. Seems that way anyway. I probably won't be playing Arma 3 until so on top of like how there's nothing in it, I can barely run the game. They said they were gonna optimize it like really good, but no, it's really difficult to run.
Right.
It's really difficult to run on your systems, no matter what you are and what you have.
Well, at least it runs on your system because it's not an X64.
Shut up. Anyway, I hate you, Alec.
Wait. Are you still going to talk about Arma, or are you going to go into something?
Yeah, I'm still talking about
Arma. Oh, okay. Go ahead.
I'm probably not going to play Arma 3 until my realism unit. In case anyone doesn't know, I'm in what's called a realism unit. Basically, we play Arma as if it's real life, realistically, and there's like stuff like that.
They attach sensors to their bodies, and when they shoot each other, they feel the impact.
You can go to my YouTube to check it out. Everyone should know where that is.
YouTube.com/Infidel World.
Yeah, that. I won't be playing Arma 3 until my realism unit switches over to it, which isn't going to be until next year, very early next year. And
why is that? What's the reason?
What's the reason we're switching, or what's the reason?
No, why next? Like the beginning of the year and all that, like such a specific time frame.
Because I'm actually about to get into that anyway. Uh, since it's set in the future and there's like nothing there that's modern U.S. military, we have to make everything ourselves and mod the game put in everything ourselves. We have
Right.
to add our tanks, we have to add our AAVs, we have to add our player skins, we have to add our weapons, we have to add absolutely everything.
Right.
Uh, so it's gonna take that long to get everything built.
Oh, okay, gotcha. So they are working on that already, or not yet?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Our
That's cool.
mod team's hard at work.
That's cool. That's a. I mean, I've told you that before. You're in a cool clan. If they have people that can actually make things, for the clan itself and stuff, that's always nice to have.
Yeah. Uh, I'm happy that they have to make everything themselves because they can fix all the issues that Arma 2 had with the default vehicles. Like, for example, what I do in the Realism Unit is I drive an Amtrak, which is like the amphibious, basically APC, that does like beach landings and stuff for the Marines. And the sight on the gun is off by default in Arma 2. It's offset. You have
Right.
to aim up and to the left extremely for the 50 cal to hit on the target. You don't aim the reticle at the actual target. It's weird.
And like, is that something that's there in the game still? Because they just have never really patched the game, like for stuff like that.
Yeah, it's just how it is.
Oh. I have a question. I'm pretty sure I asked you this before. Do these guys that you play with, they do play other games? I know you told me that, right?
Yeah, of course.
Is Arma their like biggest game that they play?
Yeah, Arma is the thing. That's what it is.
Oh, okay. So the other games are really just casual time, like if you're not playing
Yeah,
Arma.
other games are just like, oh, we all know each other. We're all here. Let's go play a different game.
All right, gotcha. Do they play Battlefield? I mean,
Yeah, everyone plays pretty much everything.
not competitively, right?
Well, I'm sure some of them do.
Okay. Maybe we could set a match, Infidel.
Or maybe. Yeah, no.
You'd have to be in the professional team though. when you try on day one to play the game.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh, man.
All right. Well, I actually want to go do some video gaming of myself.
Of yourself.
Wait, what? That sounds wrong. For myself. All right then. I guess that's the cue that we definitely need to stop recording this right now.
Yeah, this has been the Back to Battlefield podcast.
Yeah.
America.
Remember, kids, if you're gonna play with yourself, wear protection. All right. We're definitely stopping it. I'm pressing the stop button right now.